It has to suck to be the Scotts today because, in my opinion, they took so much time and effort. They took time to portray themselves as victims and saying that the millimeters were showing up to their events, destroying their businesses, showing up to their home. Stormy asking Melody Cherie Rogers, state where you stand. Ultimately, wanting Melody to take responsibility for what grown folks decided to do in their free time. I also heard that Latisha felt slighted by the producers because they cut out certain scenes with Marshae and Martell's altercation, saying that they cut out certain things that Marshae was saying in response to Martell. During this interview with Carlos King, Latisha aired out the fact that she believes that Martell Holt likes to sleep with men. Here's your disclaimer. All things discussed in this video and on this channel on Tink Marshae is alleged and from my own thoughts and opinions. However, Latisha Scott, we're going to need some proof. Not the proof that you be out here in these YouTube streets listening to gossip and rumors and regurgitating it on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's be clear, Ariana Curry had already spilled that tea years ago, so it shouldn't have came as a shock to anybody that's been keeping up with Love and Marriage Huntsville on and off the show. The thing that I find very interesting is the fact that this interview was recorded and posted on social media the same way that the interview between Maurice and Carlos King was posted for the world to see him say that his wife roll over and take it. And once the backlash was received, then it was the fans' fault. Now we're faulting the producers for not picking up on what Marshae had to say in retaliation to Martell. In reality, Latisha, you could have just walked away when two men began to argue, as a wife, quote unquote, should. And I will give Latisha this. She is a queen of flipping and believing her own lies. Baby, she would take it to the grave, even if it make her look like a utter fool on national TV. One flip was that she said that Destiny should have known or did know that Martell was going to come and say those things to Marshae. So therefore, Destiny is now Martell's babysitter. Or Destiny could have predicted that Martell was going to embarrass Latisha and Marshae, and she should have stopped it. For me, I don't really feel bad for Destiny because, I mean, these people have shown you time and time again how they get down. Why do you think that you're exempt? And it's only going to get worse. It's going to be very subtle at first, and then they're going to try to ultimately push you off the show. Next flip was saying that the producers were now responsible for making Marshae look like an utter and total fool because his clapbacks was not aired for all to see. I did a video a while back, and it was just a letter to Latisha Scott. The video, I do believe, I predicted that there would be some infighting between the Scotts. I do believe around this time we were seeing the manifestations of the ugliness that comes out of the Scotts, especially when they want somebody off the show, such as Kiki Jabbar. The video, I do believe I went into detail on how I felt like Latisha Scott was weaponizing her marriage against other people. Oh, it's becoming very clear that the Scotts do not like to be critiqued. Ever, they love to critique others. That's why I found the scene with Marshae sitting down with Marquez and talking to him about being a father comical. Same guy that did not realize that his son was allergic to peanut butter. You can be in the household with your children and still be a neglectful parent, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. When Marshae said bar for bar to Martell Holt about Martell leaving his wife for his side chick, according to Ariana Curry, coleslaw, side chick, paramour, whatever y'all call her, she said that Marshae was sliding her money on the behalf of Martell, that he also was partying with them in Atlanta, which we all should know by now is the truth. In my opinion, just because you have not left your home physically does not mean you have not checked out mentally. Didn't you go on an Africa trip by yourself? So Latisha addressed that she felt like people were spreading rumors about her, which she's been saying for literally years. Said several times, well, insisted that Melody Cherie Rogers was paying women to say that they slept with Marsha Scott. One name that emerged out of all of this was Alonda. And I do remember Latisha and Marshae giving her an interview to clear up the rumors that had been speculated online about their relationship. Trying to figure out what's so different about then and 6 years ago and now with Martell. Why did Latisha have to come out of hiding now? Because Martell has been literally doing this to everybody. They're so upset with Martell at this point that they're admitting that they saw pictures and videos of Mel in the news, allegedly. Why now? Because even when Martell and Melody decided to go ahead and go their separate ways, Mel was still trying to build a relationship with the Scotts. They pushed her away on account of things that Martell was running back telling them, and they believed it. Even though they knew 6 years ago he was a liar. What's so different about then and now? First thing that I've noticed is the fact that the Scotts no longer need Martell in business or on this show or for a friend. Second thing I noticed is the fact that he's now turned on them and started telling their deepest, darkest secret, doing to them what he's always done to Mel, and now it's becoming oh so clear to them. What happened to empathy and sympathy? Martell Holt has damn near fought every woman on this show, and they had nothing to say. Before Melody announced that she was for sure divorcing Martell, Martell was actively trying to prevent Melody from supporting any of the Scott's events. It wasn't until he realized Melody was not playing with him that he ran back to y'all begging for a friendship and begging for your forgiveness. And nothing ever clicked in. Remember looking on Instagram and seeing Marshae and Maurice's brother putting pictures of Martell and Melody's youngest daughter, Sugar Mama, up with other men and claiming that those men could be or is Sugar Mama's dad, off some rumors that they heard from Martell. I don't know that he was a liar then. Can't say that it's none of their business because Marshae gave statements about Melody and Martell's divorce, as well as Latisha. And Marshae also gave a statement to the news about Martell's arrest. As you guys got a giggle, a kiki out of watching Martell demean the mother of his children, in front of his children on live, came for her mother, came for her brother, even came for his own damn children. And you guys' contentment, you were complicit. I don't want to take too much of your time, so make sure you subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts below. Get a supporter to come to me. I'm not sure if she want me to say her name, so I'm not. However, she was saying that she felt like CK was getting ready to make Marshae and Latisha the face of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Her and I discussed this early October, and I said to her it was never going to work. Same thing that they accuse others of being or acting or doing. They do it themselves, especially when they said that Tiffany Whitlow wasn't transparent enough. They pick fun at Keke Jabbar and her addiction, even though she was in recovery. Latisha said that Melody had a dark soul, and it's coming off like Latisha has the darkest soul of them all. Did y'all peep when Marshae asked Latisha what is her relationship with Mel? Her response was, we're cordial. Fake as hell. And it got awkward because she realized she was on camera, so she couldn't say what she really wanted to say. Always shows up in her body language and her face. More than likely, if it's not the lies that Martell was going to the Scotts and saying that Melody was either doing against them or saying about them, I have to go with envy. He was all over that woman's face. Pay attention. When Melody walked in the room, what did Latisha do? She fixed her face, her body language, and the tone of her voice. Unfortunately for the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville, including fake ass Tish, Mel is the type of person, once she see you for who you are, there's no going back. Tell actually needed the Scotts to film to keep money in his pocket, to do business deals outside of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Melody Cherie Rogers don't need that. Talk about how Melody is showing up and clocking everybody's tea this season. All can thank Martell for that. It's the fact that Martell even thought that there was a little slither of hope that he can come circling back to Melody and build some type of alliance or unity with her because he told her something somebody said is asinine. The fact that he did that with this court order in place on camera is insane. And now that their target isn't Melody, it's definitely going to be Martell and each other. And I definitely can foresee that Destiny will be the next target for Latisha. Interesting how things work out, huh? I'll see y'all in the comments.